RT is oh! Jesus Christ. Go faster, release to Ollie. Oh, come on. Ah! Oh, shit. I want to go on this railing. Oh, shit. And into the sun. Near a rail. Oh, okay. I ran right into a wall. Oh, jeez. Okay. I want to be able to get... Huh. Oh. So, if I want to get up this ramp, like where I get to there, how would I do that? Oh, there we go. Oh, what? Ugh. What did I grind on there? That's so weird.
Yeah, that's a bug there.
Uh, okay. So, we'll retry. I'm trying to... Um, uh, uh, uh. Okay. So, doing like little tricks, like we have that. There we go. Oh, I missed that. Oh, what? I'm going up now. I saw this in the trailer. I missed. Oh. Didn't miss. Interesting. So, getting into a flow state is a little bit, like, clunky, but that is expected. Ooh. Cool. Oh my gosh. Hold grab. Okay. So I gotta get into the flow of it spinning like that. So I gotta hold that angle. And that's not it. What? There you go. Ooh. Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Wah! I touched the laser. I should have pressed Y. So learning these new controls, going from like skate being the most recent one to this is a little jarring. But
Yeah,
I'm still getting the hang of it.
yeah, it's just such different control schemes between Skate and Tony Hawk.
Can I catch it again? Can I catch it again? Yeah, nice. Oh, I did too many flips. I got. I didn't catch it in time. Yeah, so there are some times that like I wish it had like an automatic like reconnection. Okay, there we go. Give me a little bit of time. It is a little bit difficult to like stick some landings because it's like landings that you would figure that you would make, but then all of a sudden like he doesn't do it just because like your board is slightly off or whatever. There's not like that little like um how would you call it? Like a little bit of like correction or leeway, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Like
sure. Yeah, it.
maybe
I had it actually to
I
where
don't
it
know.
was too easy and it was like kind of hard to fall, and I've overcorrected. I'm seeing now. So
Yeah, it's a little bit much. I would say like make the variable somewhere like if it's off by like maybe 10 degrees, just like kind of auto correct it or whatever. Okay, so I gotta be ready. Why? There we go. Oh. And then that's what it. Okay. I make it to the next stage. I see a little thing there. Oh, the hell happened there? What? No, there's a gear cog. Where'd it go? Now I'm just gonna be looking for that. There it is. How do I make that? Ooh. What's this? Hack? Hack. And too late, too late. I want to see what that hack is. Now I have to... Whew. I'm getting a little ballsy with my tricks. Oh shit. Okay. There you go. Ah! Boosted right into it. I wanted to go fast. Okay. I like how sometimes he arches his back and, like, slightly throws it back. Sometimes. That... Brutal. Oh my god. I feel like I am not doing good, but also, like, a part of me wants to just blame the game. I also feel like it's my own skill. On that jump, landing that and figuring out the right trajectory is a little bit difficult. There we go. Now this one, I don't know how I would go about getting that specific cog other than jumping while I'm going at it. Let me see what this hacking thing is. I want to see what that is. Volume. Where'd it go? It's somewhere here. I know it is. There it is. Hack. So it says hack. I'm pressing Y. Nothing's happening.
Yes, this is. I have a ticket for this. You have to jump and do it. But I'm gonna make it so you don't have to jump anymore. But
Okay, I get you now. Oh, no, now I had to go all the way back. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of people that already tested this. And I am awful.
you're not awful. You're doing pretty good. I've had a lot of
That's
people
actually...
playtest the game before I had that leaderboard, so you're definitely far from the worst.
Is that a global leaderboard of all the players, or...?
Yeah.
Like... Like, I'm not trying to go for style points at this point. Oh, nice. Because that's what happens. I want to get to that area and, like, find all that stuff. I will say that, like, the grab and the flip features are not responding every single time. There's no infinity flip, is there?
Oh, like in Skate where the board will just flip endlessly?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I figured it's in space, zero gravity, you know?
Yeah, maybe I should add that.
Because, like, you can grab infinitely. Flipping the board infinitely would be cool.
Right, how would you do that? Would you think to hold down the X button?
Yeah, I would think that would be... Like, that's what I just tried, so that would be, like, the natural... Okay. I fell short.
I distracted you.
No, you're fine. Trust me, I play with a lot more distractions. Go. Thank you. Now, how difficult is it to code a system like Skate where you use the thumbstick flick? Not saying that it would be the primary way to control the character, but for people like me that are coming from games like Skate.
It's a great question. I have thought about adding like a way to have two different control schemes where you can switch into like a skate mode. I think it's definitely
Yeah.
more tricky than the Tony Hawk style, but it might be worth it because there's a decent amount of skate fans out there.
Yeah. Okay, let me get to this hack. I find it interesting that he doesn't. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, it's on the other side, isn't it? Oh, fuck me. It's not enough time. It's not enough.
Do you know? Go ahead.
Is it just like able to playtest now, or will I be able to play this like whenever I'm bored, just to kind of try to master it and stuff?
Yeah, you have this until the game releases.
Ah, sick. Throw it back. Throw it back. Do you plan on having any like character changes or board changes and everything, like unlocks kind of deal?
Yeah, I do. I think I'm leaning towards having like a set of characters that you can choose from, and maybe allowing some like customization within that, like outfit changes or something.
Yeah.
I'm leaning against having like full-on character customization just because I'm one guy.
Yeah.
Pulling that off might be a little tricky, but yeah, I definitely plan on having some characters. I'm working on trying to figure out what those characters should be right now.
Well, obviously male and female. We need that.
For sure.
I think a robot would be really cool.
Yeah, I have a character survey where I was throwing out some concepts to see what people like. The robot resonated pretty well.
Is there a story to this game?
Yeah, there is. I'm still kind of mostly what I'm prioritizing is the gameplay, and then I'm trying to craft like a story around the gameplay. And so, like for example, this tube, like this like pipeline, I came up with it as like to address gameplay issues, but the story around it is a gravity pipeline in this like sci-fi cyberpunk world where a dystopian corporation is harvesting gravity, and they use this pipeline to transport the gravity around the galaxy, or there's like anyway, and so you're like repairing this old pipeline as you're on their way to their headquarters to like take them down basically.
Interesting.
And so like there's like insulation on the pipeline and gravity's leaking out, and that's why you're sticking to the outside of it.
I noticed when I hold the trigger down, there's like a reticle that appears. Is that a bug, or is that meant for something?
Yeah, I've had people ask that too. You can technically aim the dash, but I may take it out depending. But yeah, some people have been confused by that.
Oh my god! That one I landed straight. But I'm trying to... Oh! Whoa! Whoa! That was interesting. I want to just get to the hacking part. Ugh. Damn. Ugh. I feel like I cannot get to there.
Do you know how to get more time?
I'm assuming more tricks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen the bar up at the top right?
Yes. Yeah, okay. There's not like tricks that I can really easily do when yeah. When I'm like on the ground. Um eh. Like it seemed come on. I was like spamming X there and I didn't even flip. That was weird.
Were you hitting a direction on your joystick or D-pad?
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh. Ooh. I will say this is really cool because it's like trippy almost. Ooh. No, jump, Y. Oh, crap. I failed to hack. I did the wrong direction already.
Yeah, use the D-pad. I have a fix for this, but the joystick right now is, in this version, is impossible to do this.
Oh, so close. Hit it. Okay. The gravity loop activated. Oh, I see. So, like here, like when I'm just jumping, I can't do any kind of tricks other than an ollie. Kind of jump them, seeing. Where do they go?
It won't even flip. The board won't flip when you're on the flat ground.
Yeah, hold on. Ooh. What?
It just respawns you in a weird place.
Oh no. What have I done? No! I mean, I'm getting 3 points when I'm doing that. Oh. I can just stick the landing. There you go. Okay. So now I gotta find out where that one cogwheel is. There you go. So, and so far I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. We had that one. I'm assuming that we discovered a bug on that spawn.
Yeah, I just picked an awkward place to respawn you, so I'll have to figure out what to do there.
Are there set spawn points, or is it just kind of like random, like zone in the area?
There's both. Yeah, like whenever you fall like that, it'll respawn you to like a place that, like a recent place where you were kind of skating and on the ground, and it tries to like prevent weird things from happening. But like in that case, it respawns you on the edge of that like loop. So I can always put in I can put in sections where it won't spawn you in certain places. So I in the very least I can do that on that edge. but it'd be nice if I could figure out a way to make it smart enough not to ever do that anywhere.
Ooh. Almost went outside the map and my board went flying. I'm avoiding this laser with my life. Oh god.
This is where aiming your dash could come in handy.
Yeah, I know. Uh.
You did it!
I can't believe I did that. That was intense. I just went super speed into death. There's a cog there. Oh, I don't know how to get it. Aiming boost. Up, up, left, up, down. Fuck! Let me hack it. Up, up, left, up, down. Sick. Oop. Oh, okay, cool. Nope. Gotta go around again. Oh god. Don't dash on there. I think I hit a lip where it was gripping. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, I finally got that one. Oh, there. I want to, like, grind on the circular one and then go off the branching one, but I'm having a little bit of difficult. Like...
Yeah, the system currently will basically prevent that from happening. But
yeah.
I hear you.
Hey, I got that one. Sick. Okay. So now, is there a goal for me, or just do tricks and have fun?
If you go back around, I need to. You can go up that now and keep going.
This one?
Yeah, you can keep going now, but you've basically made it to the end of this prototype.
Come on. I want to get into the black hole. Swallow me. Oh, I accidentally
That's okay.
dismissed the message.
That's cool. It's just like, and then technically from that screen you can return to the beginning and you can like stack your upgrades and stuff.
Gotcha. Is there gonna ever be a system where you choose your upgrades, or is it gonna just always be random?
I have it set up right now where I don't think there's any in the game at the moment, but where you can get one of those little upgrade canisters and it'll give you a choice between like 2 or 3. I just haven't been focusing on upgrades recently, but I think I'll probably put that back in and see how people... The tricky part with it has been figuring out the interface for how to select an upgrade without pausing the game. But so yeah, I'll probably put those in and see what people do.
Okay. Um, is there gonna be any like cutscenes, voice acting, anything like that? Oh, what the hell? That was fun.
There, I would like to at least have like an intro cutscene, maybe, and like a when you beat the game kind of thing. But mostly, I want to keep people in the game in like a flow state, and
Yeah.
so, and also resources.
Yeah.
Is that something you'd be interested in though? You'd like
Oh
you
yeah.
get into the story and stuff of games.
Oh yeah. I. What's the point of trying to complete the goal if I don't? Okay. Oh well, I'm fucked because I'm gonna land sideways. There's no way to control yourself, your like position in air, right? Like no way to.
There's a way to like level off your character or like upright yourself with gravity, and it's the left stick, or sorry, not the left stick, the left trigger.
Trigger. Okay, so if I do that, oh god. Oh, I see. Okay, that works. Just need to do the boosts. Oh, okay. That's fantastic. You went not the way that I wanted. Come on. Come on. Whatever, I'm gonna run out of time if I do this forever. I'm just gonna do this. Down. Right. Down. Up. Left. I love it. I don't think I was supposed to go there yet. Anymore. Can I please? Oh. So that left trigger tip just like helped me out so much.
Yeah, I need to put it like a tutorial tip or something.
Okay. I ran out of time. Damn. Every time I've like gotten close, I keep failing the game. Hey, I got 4th place though.
Yeah, not
That's
bad.
sick.
Yeah, it's super sick.
I think that's because of the time that I was riding that laser. I'm sure that racked me up a bunch of points because I was just doing crazy tricks the whole time and then landed it. Oh, what? It was like right inside of it. My ass was literally inside of it. Oh my god, I missed. Oh. Are there gonna be any points that you get off your board, or are you just constantly on your board? If you fall off, you're dead?
Like, oh, I see. Sorry, it took me a minute to think about your question. I've played with that. I could do that. Um, it's just kind of a question of whether it'll fit in with the flow of the game or not. But I think it could be
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Oh, well, back to this again.
No!
Oh my god, why?
No!
I landed the wrong way! Damn!
Yeah, that wasn't really fair.
Doing...
You were
That
doing great.
was... Oh my god. I'm a little surprised that there's no pumping animation. Your character just kind of, throws it back in that pose, and then nothing like really propulsions him other than these rings and pressing the dash. Are you planning on adding pumping animations or like boosters or something?
There is technically
Like,
a pumping animation, but it only shows up when you're like going really slow.
yeah,
And it's kind of modeled off of how it works in the Tony Hawk games, where you just kind of always have this like constant acceleration.
yeah,
But maybe that feels unnatural to you.
it does. It feels like eventually momentum should stop. Like I would like you say that it's a constant like thing, but I think like a lot of certain like tricks and abilities require that you have less speed or more speed, and I think that the pumping system in Skate gives you that ability. Like, oh, I don't need as much speed. Okay, I'll do like 2 pumps and then do it. But if it needs a lot of speed, I'll do like 5. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean.
Come on. Oh, caught myself. Okay. I found that one. I think it was this. No. This one? Yes. Okay. Hook. Nope. No. No, I'm not having enough time. How long have we been doing this session? I don't
Yeah,
want to
we
take up too much of it.
Okay, what was the most frustrating moment you experienced?
Most frustrating. um, there were a few. Landing the jumps was a little frustrating. Especially when I think that I have a good enough angle that it should continue. It just didn't. It acted like I was like completely sideways when I felt like I was going through the flow state. Um, but otherwise, not really a lot of frustration just because I went into it knowing that it's not finished. But I guess that would be the most frustrating.
If it was finished, is there anything else that stands out to you as being frustrating?
Um, if that was the finished product, I would say that like it feels really clunky. That grinding system where I'm grinding on that one rail and I want to get over to the next rail to grind in that direction. Um, that was a little frustrating, I would say. Um,
How would you think
but
to control that? The pick between what direction you were going in.
so when I was doing it, I was pressing A to jump off the rail. I was moving to the direction of the next rail, which was the upper right, and then I was pressing Y again to try to lock into that one, but it just kept locking into the same one, and it didn't seem like I was moving in that direction when I would jump off. So it seems like when I jump off, it doesn't really give me a lot of air movement. Like I can't jump off to the left, to the right, so on and so forth, because I feel like if I was able to, then I was going to be able to get to that point easier. If it is part of it that I can jump to the left or the right of it, then it seems like it's a little bit like too slow on doing that because like I'm going so fast I want to get over to that next rail really quickly, you know what I mean? Um but otherwise that would be it.
Okay, that makes sense. So kind of just like intuitively, like if you're moving over there, you want to be able to you expect to like lock onto that other rail rather than getting snapped back.
Yeah, I think like maybe like a system that kind of marks what rail you're going to lock into or what area you're going to grind on would be kind of nice, and then you could just like have a setting to turn that on or off, but like a little like reticle that kind of like circles like, hey, if you grind, this is where you're gonna grind. But
Interesting.
my
Okay.
natural instinct was thinking I was gonna grind on those rolls.
Okay. Okay. That's helpful. Okay, next question. What was your favorite moment?
Favorite moment? I uh, Even though it was kind of a bug, kind of not, doing like tricks to survive that laser was actually pretty fun. I was like, oh, better do all these tricks, get my points racked up because I'm gonna land this shit, and then yeah, that would I would say would be the most fun that I had with it. I liked just flying around and doing tricks.
Nice. Okay. Was there anything you wanted to do but couldn't?
Um, I feel like I hate comparing it to skate because I know that you like to compare it to you want to do a more feel of the Tony Hawk games, but I feel like when I was writing on my board, I felt scared to do any like flip tricks or anything because I was afraid that like if I do the wrong flip trick I was gonna fall. But there wasn't so it felt like there wasn't really much to do when I was moving forward. Whereas like when I'm playing skate, I could just sit there and as I'm writing, I could just flip, do this, do that, do this trick, and do that trick, you know, and I would still keep going. But for that one, it just felt like if I did any of that, I would risk dying and going all the way back. So I guess I would add that is how far the spawn checkpoints were sometimes.
Got it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And that kind of ties into your most frustrating moment you mentioned where if you're landing just the wrong way, you die and
Yeah.
so it kind of ties into being afraid to do anything. Okay, if you had a magic wand and money and time was no object, what would you change, add, or remove from the game?
Uh, well, we already discussed a lot of those different things. Like the reticle to show where you're about to grind. Maybe controls a control scheme like skate. But I do have this thing with almost every game that I play that I bother them to add squirrels to the game. Now I know that it wouldn't make any sense in this game, but I think it would be funny to have a game that had squirrels. But
Nice.
um
I mean, they could be space squirrels. They could be like, cyberpunk,
yeah, just
like, squirrels. Yeah.
yeah, just wearing a little helmet and stuff and just like kind of like floating through space or
What
whatever.
what would these squirrels do? They would just kind of be in the background, or do you want to be able to play as a squirrel?
Anything squirrel related, just squirrels. But um, I think that a cool thing would be unlocking different boards. I think a hoverboard would be really cool, specifically from Back to the Future Part 2.
Of course.
Um, I think that would be sick, or something inspired it to keep it copyright free, but you know. Um, but I think I think more smoother animations for the character. I think him when he's like going forward and getting in that throwing it back position is kind of funny looking, but I think like a little bit more like smoother kind of like, little subtle movements would be cool. Um just for visual sake. Mechanic wise, I would like to see more tricks than just grabbing the board and you know, flipping it like in those set states. Um like doing a coffin or whatever, or holding the board while you are on the ground. I think it's always also cool. I tried that a couple of times. I could not get it.
So,
Um
so that would be like you're skating along and you can like reach down and grab the board.
Yeah, and then you could do like one of those. I forgot what it's called, but you have like your one hand on the board, and then you use your pumping leg to kind of bump yourself up, and you're holding the board still. I think
Right.
like that kind of trick would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, being able to control yourself, like I remember the left stick or the left trigger kind of deal, like puts you back to where gravity is. But I think like being able to control yourself in the air. So like when I'm flying through the air like in that laser situation, I think it would be cool to be able to gyroscopically move my character, kind of have him do a whole entire body flip while he's flipping the board. Would be kind of sick, doing backflips and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I am working.
Um
I am working on that feature. What I'm trying to figure out is the controls for it. So how would you think to control like you would make that happen?
I think like just like when you're in midair, I think that the natural instinct would be to move the left stick to move your character in the air and gyroscopically. Like if I press down, then my character's gonna lean back and start doing a backflip kind of deal. Um, I
Got
think
it.
that would be the left stick. Um, to do it from the ground, like say I'm on the ground and I want to do a backflip from the ground, I would say that that trick that I'm saying, like where you grab the board and you pump yourself up with your pushing leg, I think that would be a good way to get like a pretty big, like a bigger jump, And I think like if you could do it right and time it right, you could technically do a backflip from the ground, um, which would be really cool. But I would also think that like adding things as unrealistic as it is to just be kind of silly and funny, just to do like really wacky and out of their tricks, because this is cyberpunk. This is the future. I'm sure that skateboarding would evolve um in the future, and we would discover more tricks and stuff that are out of this world, like we wouldn't think is possible, but we're in space on a gravity rod thing. So I think like there's a lot of opportunity there. Um
I agree for sure. There is once there's a couple tricks I have that are called turbo tricks. So whenever you're doing tricks and I don't know if you noticed whenever you kind of went magenta, you went like pink colored.
yeah, I did
Um,
see that.
when you're in that state, you can do. I only have three right now, but you do like left right and then B, or right left and then B, and you'll do a turbo trick. And so they're kind of
And
it's the intention is to be those over the top, kind of like I don't know if you played SSX Tricky or any of those kinds of
mm,
snowboarding game, but yeah, it's just like super over
I
the
think I
top crazy tricks that don't even make any sense, but they're just fun.
sick. Okay.
So
Um
I need to add more. But are there any? What kind of? Is there a crazy trick you have in mind that you think would be a lot of fun to do?
I can't even think of one. I'm like the infinite flip where it's infinitely flipping has always like been a cool idea. Like as unrealistic as it is in skate, I always do like just seeing the board just go nuts under me and I'm still like flying through the air. Like getting racking up all those points just because my board is infinitely flipping is really cool. Um but I think we gotta get a trick in there that what is it called when it's like the Jesus meme on the skate games where
Oh yeah,
he's like
Christ Air.
yeah, Christ Air would be pretty great. I feel like that's just required.
Oh yeah,
Um
definitely.
but one question I do have is there ever going to be like any kind of like enemies, obstacles kind of getting in your way?
Definitely like obstacles in the sense of kind of like little puzzle type obstacles, like with that hack mechanic. So you've got to like figure out like
Yeah.
how do I solve this problem? And then enemies, is there any, what kind of enemies would you expect to see, or is that something you want to see? And how would you interact with the enemies? Like, how would you fight them?
Well, given the story, we're trying to take down a big corpo gravity rod thing, right? I would figure that they would have a little bit more defenses on there, but like not like actual people. So I'm thinking like maybe drones or something. And maybe the way that you defeat them is by like jumping on them and like hitting them with your board while you're doing like a trick. So like you jump in a certain way and then you press a button when you're close to them and your character kind of like just magnetizes to them and like kind of bounces off of them, they explode and you can like do a trick while in midair before you land. So like I would say like position one drone that's kind of like taking some pop shots at you or whatever, but then go up the ramp, do a little flip and then sonic and then you're good, you know.
Yes, yeah.
I think things like that would be cool. Just to kind of give it a little bit more of a challenge, but also like in the actual full game, like if that's the story, you would think that they would have some kind of defense system, you know?
Right. I've definitely thought for like the last level having something where they like are throwing up obstacles and like trying to like or spikes or something to try to hit you, and you like can do like a grind or something on the spike, and it like kind of just like circumvents what they're trying to do. But yeah, it's interesting the idea that kind of pushing a button and kind of like bashing into an enemy while you're doing a trick or something. That'd be kind
Yeah,
of
I
cool.
mean, like it would give that Sonic feel, like I forgot the name of it, but that open world Sonic game was really cool, and I remember enjoying like just running around and then like, oh, there's a bunch of enemies, and then I got into this flow of like kill that enemy, then bounce to the next, then bounce to the next because they would have them positioned that way.
Yeah, that does sound cool. Okay, two more questions. What were you doing in the game?
My best.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, I was skating on a big old pipe in space, doing tricks and trying to get to the end. I saw the end. I saw it. It was right there.
You got to it once.
Yeah, I got
You
to it.
just click through the menu.
Yeah, I was trying to do tricks and stuff, and then I did that. But yeah, um, I think that it is a very fun game, um, as it is right now. I'll definitely be showing it to my cousin and having him play on my system. I don't know if he would do the whole
The playtest thing.
uh playtest thing.
Yeah, it's
He's
cool.
but yeah.
Um,
I mean, I'll tell him. I'll say like, hey,
I
You
can
could try
always
it out.
send him a Steam key too, just without the playtest if he wants to play around with it. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'll see what he thinks.
Okay, last question. Kind of relevant to what you're talking about. How would you describe the game to your friends and family?
As it is right now, or as it is what it's going to be.
I would say, yeah, what as it is right now, and kind of maybe where you think it might be going, but how it is now.
Space skateboarding with a lot of gravity mechanics, like trippy gravity mechanics. The best. It almost reminded me of like cool math games. You know, that one game where you're like kind of running around as a little blobby guy and you're like shifting like different like directions of gravity. You know, it almost reminded me of that. Um but yeah, skateboarding in space, exactly what you would think kind of would look like almost. Um but very bare bones, you know, still early development, but cool little like game to just kind of chill and try to get a good flow state and, you know, try to speed run but also get the high score. I think is really fun, you know. Um but I would definitely give it a try, you know. I think I think it's fun. I did find myself like kind of foaming at the mouth like once I saw that high score I was like, "Oh, ooh, you son of a bitch. You unlocked the competitive side of me."
Yeah.
So, and I got up there. I got up on the
Yeah,
leaderboard. I'm no
yeah,
longer.
you were number 4 there, so you're doing pretty great.
Yeah,
Okay, well, awesome. Thank you so much.
yeah,
Like I said, you have the game now till it releases, and then after it releases, you'll get a free copy of the game too. So, I try to update it like once a week. So check back in, whenever you want. If 6 months from now, if you want, and feel free to reach out with any feedback that you have.
yeah.
It's always awesome if you want to tell your friends or your cousins or something, just in case they want to do these playtests. I'm always looking for more playtesters. Um,
Um,
if
what will I be credited as in the credits?
a playtester is that
A
what?
playtester?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. That's what I figured, but I didn't know if like you had fancier name for it or anything like that.
Not that I've come up with yet, but I'm always open to cool ideas. So, but yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
my current plan. I haven't made the credit screen yet, so it's still open. Um,
gotcha, gotcha.
yep. And like I said, if you want to change your name, let me know. I can always update that. Um,
Yeah, I mean, like my full name is all out there. I'm already on like IMDb and stuff. So I like my full name being in credits, but I also
cool.
my username across everything is either Tovar is awesome or Tovar the awesome, but I try to keep it as Tovar is awesome. So
Cool. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, that's what I've got that down in my notes, so that's what I'll put in there for now. Um, okay, well that's it. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it.
of course,
Don't hesitate to reach out with questions or comments. So
yeah.
appreciate you
I
taking the
mean,
time.
you already know if you add squirrels, you will be the first game that I have requested
It
to add squirrels that actually add squirrels.
Nice, nice. I'm definitely gonna think about it. I got a lot to do, but I'll definitely make a note of that for sure.
Add squirrels.
Must add squirrels for Tovar.
uh,
Maybe I'll create a little squirrel that follows you around, and his name will be Tovar.
oh, that would be sick, dude. Little space squirrel companion. That will be the guy. You know what? You can make it be the guy that gives you all the tooltips and stuff. It's like a little AI squirrel companion, like a hologram, like
Yeah,
Cortana.
yeah, or maybe he'll be riding a little drone that'll follow you around.
No, he has his own little skateboard and he's doing his own tricks, and you're
Oh
like, God
man,
damn,
yeah.
this squirrel is out tricking me, dude. What the fuck?
That'd
That'd
be
be
great.
great. It would. Okay.
All right, well, have a great day, Tovar. Appreciate you.
You as well.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye.
Bye.